Today I want to talk about the 10 Sefirot. What are the 10 circles, the 10 spheres, the 10 levels of heaven, which are also the 10 powers of the soul, which are also the 10 channels of the light of God? You know, we've talked many times on this channel about the difference between God and the light of God. God is the essence. We're talking about the deepest possible reality. So when God created the world, He used His light, which means His glory, His essence, if you want to call it. It's sort of like whenever a father wants to create a child, there is sperm that is involved there, right? The sperm is considered to be like the light, which is the goodness that we're receiving from Hashem. And also means that we were made in the image of Hashem. Because what does it mean to be made in the image of God? It means that you have the capacity to emulate the attributes of God, which means to become more similar to God. Obviously, there is no image to God. There is no physical or visual representation for God. But the 10 Sefirot are the way that we have been able to classify the ways, the 10 different ways that God relates to His creation. There's 10 different gateways, 10 different channels. So the 10 Sefirot are not God. They are ways in which He relates to the world. So these 10 faculties, these 10 Sefirot also exist in your mind, because as we said earlier, they are the 10 powers of your soul. What's a soul at the end of the day? It's consciousness. But it's consciousness that has levels, because there's not just one consciousness. Even right now, as you're alive, you have subconscious, you have the unconscious, you have the superconscious. That's the deepest. Just like Pshat, Remez, Drosh, and Sod. Someone's just conscious. They're just on the superficial level of consciousness. They're relating to that which is revealed, which is Pshat in the Torah. And a deeper step is Remez, right? It's the hints and the clues that are found within the Torah. That pertains to what you would call the subconscious. And then there's Drosh, which is the word in Midrash, means allegories and metaphors, which pertains to the unconscious. Because deeper than the subconscious, it goes to the unconscious. And then deeper than the unconscious, which means deeper than the Drosh, we have the fourth level called Sod. Sod literally means secret. That's the deepest possible level of understanding the Torah, but in the framework of our mind and our mental faculties, you can call it the superconscious. So there's gradations. Remember, I said at the beginning that anything that comes in the form of a line means that there's a gradation, that there is a spectrum.